Racism is so bad in Pasco, Washington, that they need to use fake racist hoax letters to actually help Democrats. Now, this is just one of those absurd stories that can really only happen when the media is largely absent and so focused on defending a narrative that the truth, common sense, and basic sanity is entirely missing. In the small city of Pasco, Washington state, there's one black city councilman. His name is Irving Brown, and the Franklin County Democrats have been concerned that he might lose an election. So, okay, fair enough. The city of Pasco has been known as a city not run very well for some time now, but I doubt that is exclusively Mr. Brown's fault. However, in a desperate attempt to kind of gin up some support, somebody sent in an obviously fake racist letter that's seen here. And they've mailed this unsigned letter to the Pasco City Council. And of course, the 3 Republicans named in the letter clearly stated that they had nothing to do with it. It's obvious. And that it was fake. But the Pasco City Council, they looked at that and they didn't do much about the obviously fake letter. But the local labor union and the Franklin County Democrats, desperate to be relevant, tried to post up the obviously fake letter and organize rallies and other events decrying the horrible specter of racism, of which there appears to be so much in Pasco that they need fake hoax letters to prove it. Now, listen, this is just stupid, of course, and the clowns pushing this fake, obviously hoax letter, they just believe their followers are so stupid that some of them might believe the hoax is real. I mean, maybe they're right that some people might fall for it, but nobody else needs to go down that fake hoax rabbit trail. One thing that became endlessly clear when you look at the left is, first, they really need to whitewash their racist path, especially the past that they have, and pretend that the Democratic Party isn't the clear and obvious source of Jim Crow laws, the Ku Klux Klan, strongly supporting slavery, of course, to the point that they went to war to protect it. So instead, the Democrats want to hide this truth, deny it, and deflect these historical truths. And now, when they strive with every fiber of their existence to see racism everywhere, math, equality, merit, the Founding Fathers, literally everything is racist in some way or another. The problem, of course, is that this attempt to divide everybody based on skin color or some other artificial distinction, that tends to get old when most of us have grown up in a post-Democrat Party Jim Crow world. And we don't pick friends, neighbors, or coworkers based on a superficial difference like the color of their skin. So instead, they need to create fake hate crimes and fake racist hoax letters like this one that they have in Pasco. I mean, seriously, I've linked to it down below. Nobody with an IQ above 80 could possibly be stupid enough to believe that it's real. Even the Democrats, I believe, and this labor union, they know it's fake. But they're so desperate to promote this fake letter as a racist hate crime, and they claim it means something, and that they're trying to make something out of it. Now listen, I believe that we can do better than this. Across the country, there has been a proliferation of fake racist hate crimes, and it is escalating to this day. Partly this is really today's media working overtime to support the Democrats and the political elite's narrative, which prioritizes dividing us up and pitting us, the people, against each other for fake reasons. But partly this is really because one political party, the Democrats, so desperately need racism as a tool to bludgeon their political opponents. When they can't find any, they have to make up fake hoax letters like this one from Pasco. Now, I hope it doesn't work. The presumption of mass stupidity in Pasco is obnoxious, and the people pushing this story should be widely mocked and ridiculed for their transparently fake efforts to push this false narrative. However, regardless of how the city council election turns out, people are starting to wake up and get tired of the scams like this one that are used to divide people. I just don't think that they're working anymore, and perhaps that is why we see the political elite get so desperate. So I always say, get involved in local government. You have to pay attention to who occupies your local elected offices and the bureaucracy that kind of feeds on them. For too long, many of us have been asleep, not paying attention, and trusting that local government isn't filled with clowns, criminals, and goofs. But when you're not paying attention, that is when things tend to get worse. If you want them to get better, you have to get involved now. Engage now and show up. Because the future only belongs to those who show up.
I'm like King Kong, yeah, I'm tearing up the city.